This week has drained me. It's been so much going on with this Diddy case. Like, I'm overstimulated for real. And y'all, it's only been week 1. But before we get into his freaking ass, I want to talk about everybody else that's been fucking up this week. Starting with DDG. Sir, are you crazy? This is really a prime example of dating a man who is jealous of you. Yes, they both have successful careers. We don't know you without her for real. And yes, you do make a lot of money out streaming, but we all know you really want to be a rapper. And then I really didn't like his mama coming out talking about, oh, I've been quiet too long. These are all allegations. Like, girl, shut the fuck up for real. You sound just like any other mama who's here to protect their son, knowing that their son is a menace to society, knowing that their son is disrespecting us and putting their hands on us and stuff like that. But you, I ain't gonna say what your problem really is, but most women who like to protect their sons been done wrong by men before, so they fall in love with their sons. So we don't want to hear shit from you. We know he put his hands on her because Ruby Rose came out and said that they had a physical situation a few times too. We know he put his hands on her because we saw the bruises, we saw the chipped tooth, and then it was written down inside of the damn restraining order that she was putting her son inside the car seat. He started talking crazy, like, bitch, get out of my car, shut the fuck up, what you finna do, da 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 da. Like, I guess he asked her what she was finna get ready to do, but it don't matter. He started talking crazy, so she ended up getting inside the passenger seat, and that's how, you know, they was up tussling. She never said that she hit his ass back, cause she's an Aries, so we gonna talk about that. They in the front seat tussling or whatever, and he get her head and busted against the steering wheel. So that's how her tooth got chipped. I don't know. We just gonna move on from the situation because in real life we wouldn't know anything if your ass didn't want to run to the internet every time y'all have an altercation or a disagreement or something like that. And so now she had to take matters into her own hand and protect her son. So we're gonna support her. You end up dating a lame nigga like this. This is stuff that you gotta deal with. I'm finna get mad. Who else next on the list? For real. Chris Brown. For real. What was the reason?
What was the reason? I just explained the reason. What was the reason, bitch?
For you to take your ass to London. You ain't have no concert out there. You ain't have no business out there. Why did you go back? If you bust somebody across the head with a Don Julio bottle, see, let me tell you, everybody got that dream or that fantasy where they want to hit somebody with a bottle. I don't fight. I don't argue. I just hit that bitch with a bottle. Say what? I hit that bitch with a bottle. I don't want to hit a bitch across the head with a bottle. But do you know how thick that Don Julio bottle is? I don't know if Megan's reposado, but that ain't the point. Who told you it was okay for you to go to London? After you hit somebody across the face with a fucking Don Julio bottle, you scratch London off your list of your favorite places to go. And I found it very ironic that, you know, he got arrested 24 hours before he gonna post some shit about Tory Lanez talking about free Tory Lanez. Now we screaming free you. Then you got denied bond and you can't see a court, you can't see a judge until on June 13th. You got a concert on the 8th. And I think you got another one on the 11th, if I'm not mistaken. So I just think everything about that situation was just dumb. Nobody thought it through. Nobody warned you. You didn't think about it. Somebody said, YB concert started in October. This shit need to be pushed up a little further because we know he don't know how to stay out of trouble. He might be in jail between now and then. Who else on the list? Oh, speaking of Tory Lanez, yo, baby, you know he was next. I'm not fucking with Tory for real right now. I don't really have nothing personally against him because what I'm finna say might piss some of y'all off. Him getting stabbed 14 times about a week ago, it's a little excessive. It's a little insane because you just posted a picture like literally 2-3 weeks ago of you in prison living your best life. And then y'all come out with this information about Kelsey was the one that actually shot Megan. Megan don't know who shot her. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest, and I'm going to tell y'all exactly why she don't know. But before I tell y'all, we have to talk about the fact that Tory is not only in jail because of the situation with Megan and them or whatever. He violated his probation. He was in possession of a gun. He was around a gun at the time and all this other stuff. So with Tory team coming out and saying that Kelsey was the one that actually shot Megan, let's break that down first. He said that he wanted to protect Kelsey because should no woman go to jail for, you know, we was all in the car fighting, da 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 da. Okay, cool. Megan never told the police that it was a gun involved in the situation. Because to her, it's just me and my friend arguing over some dick. You know what I'm saying? If y'all went to watch the documentary that she put out on Amazon Prime or whatever, and y'all listened to her interview with Gail, now it's a lot of holes in everybody's story. Megan lied, Tory lied, and Kelsey lied. Kelsey lied on the stand. So that's exactly why her ass, she committed perjury. So my thing is, like, Megan never told anybody. She never said at the hospital or the police that there was a gun involved. When she went to the hospital, because somebody else called the police on the situation. And see, I know she get a lot of backlash for this situation because she had to testify. But anyway, they told her in the hospital, you have bullet fragments because a bullet never hit her foot. It hit the ground, it exploded, boom, she got barricaded or whatever. Like, the little bullets flew off and ricocheted. She had to say that, okay, me and my friends, we got to argue and they shot the gun. Boom. I know y'all eat my girl up for this whole Tory going to jail and this and that, but see, this is the same thing with Diddy case. We have to know the backstory in order to know exactly what happened. But this is why I'm saying that Megan don't know who shot her. And we finna break that down. Her mama passed around this time, y'all, and look, I already know from, recent experiences, like, I lost my mama too. So around that time, you're dealing with a lot of trauma. You're trying to block a lot of things out. You can't believe this happened to you. So she started grieving with alcohol and sex. You don't want to feel this feeling every day, so you try to keep people in your space. Meg used to hang out with every fucking body. That's exactly how the whole dry the boat situation came about. Everybody was getting drunk as fuck. That whole cognac shit got around. That's why my girl switched over to tequila. Me too. Because that cognac will have you acting a fool. Hennessy make you want to fight. I don't know where that shit come from, but it's a mess. Losing herself around that time, but she was still trying to stay on top because she was winning a lot of awards and stuff around that time. She was just, her music, everything was popping. It's really hard to keep her face on for real in front of the public. So like I said, he blocked a lot of stuff out around that time. So let's talk about the fact that she was really drunk in this moment. I actually forgot to mention this, but also in the documentary, she said that she asked the driver to stop and she got out the car. So mind you, she's drunk as hell. She got out the car. She's a few feet away from the car. So you don't know who shot what. And also, where the fuck is the driver? We have not heard from this man, seen this man or anything since that night. So it's a lot of holes everywhere for real, y'all. So you're actually forcing an impaired, traumatized person to tell you a very direct story of everything that happened exactly. She wasn't able to do that, so I feel like she just went on with her own theory of what she thought had happened. Because I'm gonna be honest, that whole dance bitch, I'm not gonna lie, I laughed because he did not say no damn dance bitch. And what was the other point I was trying to make? Oh yeah, everybody knew that you and Tory was fucking. Everybody knew that you and Tory was fucking. Y'all was on live together saying weird shit. Every time y'all took a picture, he had his dick on your back or below your butt because he's short. But that ain't the point I'm making. Like, everybody knew. The real surprise was that him and Kelsey was fucking. So even if you introduced him and Kelsey to fuck, and then you end up fucking him afterwards, I have a question about this. Who do we really blame in a situation when a man says, oh yeah, I smashed friends, or I smashed sisters, or I smashed cousins? Who are we to blame in this situation? Because y'all be applauding the man, but this is nasty, especially for the sisters and the cousins situation. But to fuck behind your friend is even nasty too. Kelsey really got the baddest hand of it all because she lied and she really was brought along as a tag along. Like, you're my best friend, so you gonna be here. Like, yeah, she put Megan on to rap and stuff like that, but Megan is the talent. And she never made her the fucking manager. You're still my best friend. So that was missing. I don't like it. Even now, though, I do want to say that Tory not getting out of jail. I know y'all going around signing petitions and stuff like that because y'all not listening to what really happened. Y'all still thinking about, oh, he went to jail behind Megan. Yes, he took the charge. He took the charge, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't keep calling y'all dumb because in real life, y'all never dealt in no situation like this before. You know what I'm saying? No, let me change the subject. Okay, who next on the list? Should we talk about it? No, we ain't gonna talk about it. Should we? I don't know. Because this week really been a lot, y'all. Let's talk about it. Why the fuck don't nobody know who Emmett Till is? Like, what happened to, if you don't know nothing about a subject, let's not speak on it. Let's not talk about it. That's the whole thing is, like, when somebody fuck up, they try to come back and apologize. And sometimes your apology just not good enough because you meant what you said. Because you said it. And words have meaning. I know it's a girl on TikTok right now going viral because she doubled down on it or whatever. And she didn't know who Emmett Till was. She said it was a girl that got sexually assaulted. And, you know, I feel bad about the whole situation with her because they really eat her up on TikTok. And it's just one of the things where she just didn't know. So that's what I'm saying. Like, when we don't know nothing, let's just not speak on it. That's exactly what we should do. When people start to get a little clout and they see that people watching and they mad and they doing this and that, sometimes they keep pressing the button. You know what I'm saying? We have really blown up a lot of people on TikTok. We've blown up a lot of people on TikTok. And we don't agree with their lives or their choices, their decisions that they're making, how they think. We don't agree with everything that they do. But you know how you have people who really just, they don't know. They don't know. They just want to have an opinion because they can. So I've encountered a couple of conversations where people just like, well, why Cassie didn't leave? Why Cassie didn't leave? She was 19 when she first met Diddy, and he was already 36. This is the same thing that we was talking about with Shannon Sharp. Although Shannon Sharp is like 56, 57, so he know double, 3 or 4, 5 times. All men are creepy, and they want to fuck with young girls because it's easier to manipulate. My friends tell me all the time, Keisha, ain't no man coming along for your ass soon because I'm calling shit out as soon as I see it. And then I got this channel, bitch. I'm putting you on the channel if you really got me fucked up. So when you meet somebody and they got all this power, all this money, and they are interested in you, you ain't got nothing going on for yourself. You are an aspiring actor, singer, entertainer, whatever you want to do. And he tell you, I'm going to take your career, and boom, you ain't got nothing. And he got everything. So yeah, you tend to fall for situations like that. And I think this is the problem. People that's having opinions about Cassie at that young age, y'all are already 25 and older. People who are 25, I feel like at least they know fucking better. But below 25, between 18 and 25, you still got time to fuck up in life. So for anybody to say that she made a bad decision when we all made bad decisions around that time, it's just insane to me. I don't really want to talk about the freak offs or whatever, y'all, because it's really nasty and it's disgusting. But I know people are saying, like, you know, why she didn't leave if she was being, you know, forced to have sex with these people or whatever. It takes me back to once he have already, when a man already gets you in the palm of his hand, if he really good at being the puppet master, if he's really good, he know all the strings to pull. Because not only is he's doing emotional abuse, he's doing physical abuse, financial abuse, spiritual. Like, it was to a point where the girl basically was worshiping this damn man. So when a man gets you to that point, he can do anything with your ass. What they say, if a man can make you grin, he can make you bend. And then she did admit that, you know, he raped her or whatever. And then they asked her again, so did you initially go back for more? And she said, yeah, that should be happening too, hell. And then people be wanting to come out and say, oh, well, I was Me Too'd. No, this ain't even no funny situation for real, but it's just, I used to associate myself with this girl at work. And she used to always, like, have sex with men. And then she'd be like, I think they raped me. Girl, no, anybody fucking rape you. Like, you went back for more. If somebody raped you, you would block them at least. And people be like, well, why people want to come out and say something now? Why they didn't say nothing then? Take me back to what I was saying about the whole Megan and Tory shit. Sometimes you just want to take that L and keep it silent. Because as soon as you tell somebody that somebody did something to you, oh, well, you ain't got no proof. It's so easier to believe a lie. But as soon as you tell somebody the truth, oh, you got to prove that to me. You got to prove that. I don't have to prove a damn thing to you, bitch. I told you that this motherfucker raped me. Then people like, oh, well, if she accepted the money, why is she still testifying? This is what's going on with most of these cases, y'all. And this is exactly what happened with the whole Megan and Tory situation. If somebody pressed charges against you and they drop the charges, if the state feels like maybe you was manipulated into dropping those charges, or they feel like they got time to take this case on, the state can pick that charge right the fuck back up. Megan had to testify. And the situation is because she's a big superstar. They want to know where the fuck the bullet came from. We see bullet fragments, where the fuck the bullet came from. Well, she feels like Tory shot her, but she don't know because she was in the car arguing with her best friend. Also, on the documentary, Megan was even crying and saying, I don't understand why Kelsey just won't tell the truth. Because she's scared. Everybody's scared. If Cassie was having sex with him and they was in a whole relationship or whatever, why she stayed for the abuse? Because he was threatening her. Dawn Richards went on the stand and she said that one time they was all at the house recording. Cassie was cooking, I don't know. He came in and said, where the fuck my food at? Why my food not ready? Got the pan, bopped her upside the head with the fucking pan. It was eggs still in the pan. The eggs hit the floor, and so did Cassie. She had a fetal position on the floor, like, stop. And then he ended up going to Dawn now. If this gets out or whatever, it's going to be people missing in your life. Now, this is the real problem. Diddy got so much money and power. He thought that he was untouchable because he got away with that whole Bad Boys this and making the band this. He had anger issues a very fucking long time ago. He got something to do with Tupac, Biggie, and Kim being killed. When Cassie first came out, which was what, 2023 when she did, it was in 2023. When she came out and said that, he did all of this stuff to her, when the world saw, or even fuck the world, for real fuck the world, when the judge and them saw that it was so much stuff that she was getting ready to sue him for, because they could have kept it private, which is exactly why he tried to settle out in court within 24 hours, because he did not want this shit to become public. Once they saw that it was settled, they still viewed it and said, no, this is a little bit too much going the fuck on. And we're talking about Sean Puffy Combs, a mogul. Ironically, TMZ ended up getting hotel footage from one time that he actually abused her because she had said in the report that he hit her a few times. So now that we got proof of this shit, we finna pick this case back up, because if he did this one big thing, domestic violence situation, which ain't no telling what else can come out. People really sound stupid as fuck for real making videos on TikTok. Like, oh well, he can't be charged for no freak off. He's not. These are RICO charges. Trafficking. Modern day trafficking. Beat the fuck out of somebody charges. He's a menace to society charges. We need to lock his motherfucking ass up charges. These are not about him being freaking and want to jack off and all this other stuff. Ugh. I don't even want to talk about it, but he's just so goddamn nasty. It's just so funny because I saw a man made a post up there. He was just like, if I was Diddy, I would have took myself out of the game. Y'all not finna find out all this stuff about me. You done let your girl get fucked by a fucking prostitute, basically, and you want his cum on her body so she can take you in another room and rub his cum on your nipples.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
Y'all, I stopped paying attention then. Because what are we talking about? You should have just fucked the man. I don't feel like people who was at the freak-offs should be there. Like, everybody freaking, everybody fucking. They have sex clubs out here in Atlanta. Are they gonna take the owner down? You know what I'm saying? Because he opened up a club for people to come have sex with random strangers? No. People do what the fuck they want to do with their organs. They do what they want. Alright, I just want to go ahead and finish this video because I had like a whole nother 10-15 minutes where I was just rambling on and on about why the kids was in court. They need to be there. They honestly do. Because Cassie was 19 years old when Diddy started messing around with her. Those kids of his is 19 years old, 18, finna be 19, whatever. They all around the same age. So they need to know what type of father they coming from. And that's what I don't get by people for real. They want to do everything they can to other people's kids, but when it comes down to their kids, oh nah, they're not going for that. Yes, those kids need to be there to see what type of villain their father was. I saw one joke. It was like one guy was outside the courtroom. He was calling little Sean Jr. He was calling him Young Diddy. I thought that was so funny, but ain't nothing funny about none of this shit for real. Quincy, I do find it, quite interesting how hard Quincy be going for Diddy, and Al be sure is still alive. Yes, I get it, Diddy helped raise you and Kim and all the stuff, blah, blah, but your dad is still alive, so I kind of want to know a little bit more about their estranged relationship or whatever. But yeah, y'all, that's the end of it for real, because we really got 7 more weeks of this shit, and I'm already traumatized. And we're going to take it slow, head it out or whatever. But I just wanted to go ahead and share my opinion, a little update about what the fuck been going on, because I think this week has been reckless. With that being said, make sure y'all like, comment, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. But if you're not, I guess I'll see you when I see you. So if y'all want me to start doing more videos where I have to share my opinion about other people's lives, I really be trying to stay away from celebrities because I don't want to get sued. So we're going to say all this stuff is allegedly happening. You know what I'm saying? Although it's already been reported, allegedly. All right. But yeah, y'all, I'm done. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Love you.